Well, hi students, and welcome back to BA1152 Quality Tools. This week we're going to look at Module 2. I hope you're working well into Module 1 and are ready to submit that. That closes on Monday. These next three modules, 2, 3, and 4, will be Wednesday to Wednesday. So from the 7th, this module will be open from the 17th to the 24th. So for these next three modules that are Wednesday to Wednesday, you'll have an assignment and a discussion. Let's go in and take a look. This week, we're going to look at what I call the grams. So here's an image of the 7 quality tools. We're going to look at cause and effect or fishbone diagram, the histogram, and the scatter diagram. So they're over here. Okay, so cause and effect or fishbone is a causal diagram that shows the causes of a specific event. Our optional textbook indicates that this fishbone diagram is used for working with ideas, specifically for generating, grouping, and deciding. A histogram is an accurate representation of the distribution of numerical data. It is an estimate of the probability distribution of a continuous variable, a quantitative variable. Our optional text indicates that histograms and scattergrams are used for working with numbers. A scattergram is a type of plot or mathematical diagram using Cartesian coordinates to display values for typically two variables for a set of data. So this module is open from Wednesday to Wednesday, so this is due before 10 o'clock on the 24th. So here are your readings. There, I gave you 3 of each. So for the cause and effect, it's also called an Ishikawa diagram. Diagram, histogram, scattergram, scatter diagram or scattergram. And then here's some videos, and I tried to give you 2 of each to give you an idea of what they are and how to use them. Okay, so your Module 2 discussion is one of the soft tools used in creating fishbone diagrams is that of brainstorming. So you have to use brainstorming to be able to do it. So there are articles about brainstorming here and here. In this discussion forum, tell us what, in your opinion, could be some potential problems with using brainstorming that could hinder creation of the fishbone diagram. So you need to watch the videos and read the articles first. Tell us why, i.e. under what circumstances you think those problems could come up. Tell us what you might do to prevent those problems if you were in charge of a brainstorming session. This will also require some leadership skills. Apply those in your post. Remember, you're in charge of the brainstorming session. How will you manage dissension or conflict? So respond in well thought out paragraphs that include responses to the questions. Add in your own thoughts on the validity or application of these points in today's work and home environment. So yeah, write a couple of paragraphs about what goes on with that. So here are some more readings about fishbone and scatter diagrams that will help you. So here's your assignment. Do any one of these options. Okay, create a fishbone diagram based on a defined scenario that is given to you. Option 1. Option 2, create one based on a loose definition, but you'll have to come up with it, or just create your own, which is kind of the same thing. Okay, so the scenario is a process exists which makes printed circuit boards that go into electronic devices. These boards have a variety of electronic components. Here's that information on them, which get soldered onto the circuit board. The circuit board then goes to a testing area to make sure they are working. After being tested successfully, the circuit boards then get shipped to the final customer, who puts them in their electronic products that get sold to the customers, who is the general public interested in purchasing the electronic devices. There's been an obvious increase in the number of circuit boards that are not passing the circuit board test, which has been caused the characteristic known as the defective board. This is causing a lot of rework and sometimes scrap of the boards, which leads to higher costs for making them. The process owners have gotten together to discuss possible causes for the defective boards. Based on their discussion, the following below has emerged and needs to be documented on a fishbone diagram. So here we give you the information. Put this on, create the fishbone. These are the bones, so put those on there. So you're going to need to watch the videos. Then these are the sub bones. Okay, so these are your main bones. These are your sub bones. Optional, what could cause employee dissatisfaction in the workplace? And option 3 is come up with one of your own. Okay, so you have to submit a fishbone diagram, and you do that here. So you can do it in Word, you can do it on Excel, You can do it, hand draw it, take a picture and submit it. I'm completely okay. I need to see that you did a fishbone. And like I said, we give you the main bones and the sub bones right here, but you can certainly come up with your own. Think of a process that challenge yourself. Think of a process at work or at school or at home that, isn't working. Laundry's not being done. I always go to laundry because I love doing laundry. Dishes aren't getting done. Groceries aren't getting put away. Some kind of process that has a problem. So you can do that. All right. So for the scattergram and the histogram, I gave you the information. So what you need to do is take this information and just put it in a scattergram for here and for a histogram. So you can use Word, Excel, PowerPoint. You can hand draw it, save it as a PDF. I don't need, I think it's these where it talks about, I just need the plot of this data. I don't need the average, but you can do it as however you want. Just follow what it says in the videos. The histogram represents a distribution of numerical data. So you look around your home that you can put into a histogram. You can ask colleagues for information about height or shoe sizes or number of vacation days they have or earn. Be careful, don't get too personal. Look online for information on executive salaries and plot that, or you can use this. So this looks at, in this time of day, here's the number of calls. So this is going to be plotted, right? So you can get your own information, or you can use this. On this one, we just gave you the information. So in the number of hours, how many forms were completed, okay? And then just submit those here and here. And there are 3 submissions allowed, so if you mix them up, that's not so horrible. But if you want to resubmit them, so do them one at a time. Don't do them and then submit them, because that's more likely that there would be a mistake. So when you finish them, then when you do each one, just submit them right here. So what do you have to do? You have to do 3 tools and 1 discussion. Okay, so that's what's going on this week. As always, let me know through messages if you have any questions, and I look forward to your work. Remember, this module is due before next Wednesday. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you then.